Hello, Anthony.
Hello, teacher.
So let's talk about this mind map. Practice YH questions. So tell me please, where do you go?
I go to the zoo.
I go to the zoo. Okay. And how do you go to the zoo?
I go to the zoo by taxi.
By taxi. And who do you go to the zoo with?
I go the zoo.
I go to
my father.
With. I go to the zoo with.
My father.
Okay. And how often do you go to the zoo? I
go to the zoo
twice
month.
Twice a month.
Yeah.
Twice a month, yes. And how long does it take you to get to the zoo?
I go to the
No, it takes me.
It's 1 hour.
Yes, it takes me 1 hour.
It
takes me 1 hour. Okay. Where do you go?
I go to the museum.
Museum. How often do you go to the museum?
I go to the museum 3 times a month.
Months. Okay. Who do you go to the museum with?
I go to the museum with my
classmates. Okay. And how often do you go to the museum?
I go to the museum 3 times a month.
3 times a month. All right. And how long does it take you to get there? It takes me 30 minutes. Yeah, it takes me 30 minutes. Okay. Where do you go?
I go to
USA.
Yes.
How do you go to USA?
I go to USA by land.
By plane. Yes.
By plane.
Who do you go to USA with?
I go to USA with my
workers. Colleagues. With my colleagues. Okay. And how long does it take you to get there? It takes me
2 days.
2 days. How often do you go to USA?
I go to USA once a year.
Okay, where do you go?
I go to bookstore.
Yes. How do you go to bookstore?
I go to bookstore by electric bike.
Yes. And who do you go to the bookstore with?
I go to bookstore with my
friends. Yes. And how long does it take you to get there?
It takes me 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. How often do you go to the bookstore?
I go to bookstore 3 times a week.
3 times a week. All right. And where do you go?
I go to school.
How do you go to school?
I go to school
on foot. And who do you go to school with?
I go to school with my mom.
And how long does it take you to get there?
I go to.
It takes
me 5 minutes.
How often do you go to school?
I go to school every day.
Every day. Mhm.
Every day.
Where do you go?
I go to.
Oh, so this one. Where do you go? I go
I go to Saigon.
Saigon. Yeah, okay. How do you go to Saigon?
I go to Saigon by sleeper bus.
Bus, sleeper bus. And who do you go to Saigon with?
I go to Saigon with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm. How long does it take you to get to Saigon?
It takes me. It takes me to how
2 hours. Hours.
And 30 minutes.
Minutes, yes. And how often do you go to Saigon? How often do you go to Saigon?
I go to Saigon
Twice
a year.
Twice a year. Mm-hmm. Okay, and where do you go? I go
to swimming pool.
Mm-hmm. How do you go to swimming pool?
I go to swimming pool bye.
Mm-hmm. And who do you go to swimming pool with?
I go to swimming pool with my brother.
Mm-hmm. And how long does it take you to get there?
It takes me 15 minutes.
15 minutes, alright. And how often do you go to the swimming pool?
I go to swimming pool
Twice
a week.
Yeah, twice a week.
Twice a week.
Okay, very good. And now let's recap and tell me please. What is it? It's
I go to.
no, it's a zoo.
Zoo.
Yeah, this one.
Zoo.
It's a museum. Museum. Yeah, this one.
USA.
Mm-hmm. Bookstore. Yes, this one. School. Mm-hmm. Picnic. Yes, this one.
Saigon.
And
Swimming pool.
Yes,
Swimming pool.
swimming pool. Okay, and one second. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Great.